It's set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry, this is Kevin Harlan, our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And for the Milwaukee Bucks, they come into tonight's game after the loss to the Memphis Grizzlies. So the Bucks win the tip. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Robin Lopez out there with Parker. Then there's Harrison Barnes. Then it's Allen Crabbe, and it's Irving in at the point guard. Feeds it to Crabbe. The Pistons working the ball around now. They get it again. Out to Parker. Another shot. And the layup good by Irving.
That's a good read by Jabari, a solid passer, and he knew he could reward a teammate that time. One of the most impressive.
Ooh! Okay. That's how you attack. Wow.
Yeah, Oladipo has had some highlight dunks in his career. There's another one.
Screen by Parker. There's Crabbe with the three. It's good on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Parker dishes to Barnes. And Lopez throws it down.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
Irving drives in. On the wing, Irving. Just 5 to shoot. Outside, Griffin. Got it. Good job in the low post. Griffin's got his first bucket in this one.
And the skills of Blake Griffin shown on that attempt, simply too much for the defense.
Irving kicks to Crabbe. The feed to Barnes. Lopez sets a screen for Barnes. Crabbe, good.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
Yeah, when you fail to get over the top, more than likely that jumper is going to go down. These guys are like dentists right now. 4 out of 5 recommending a made shot. They're in a great group.
Over to the wing. Parker outside. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, he has the green light to shoot it, Kevin. Jabari Parker looking to score in this offense.
And that one's good, Griffin.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Irving kicks to Parker. Pass to Lopez. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Robin Lopez, a solid big man who can clean up the glass and, Greg, get you some points on the other end.
And Robin Lopez might not have great range now, but, you know, that could change. He says he's working on a three-point shot, and his logic is that since his twin brother Brook can make threes, it can't be that hard.
That one goes. Count it. Lamb's got his first basket of the night.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Screen by Parker. Crabbe from long range. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3. Collins. Power down with both hands.
Well, he's like a fumbling banker right now, dropping dimes with ease. I like how well he led his teammate on that possession.
Parker with a clean look. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Barnes. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And yep, couple bounces and it falls.
To leave a guy like that wide open from range, big mix-up.
Count that bucket. 8 points for Blake Griffin.
And that's what we mean by combo guard skills right there. Kept his head up and found the open man.
Nobody near Barnes. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Green, and it's all evened up.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
On the wing, Barnes. Crab from long range. Rebound, Milwaukee. Lamb passes to Oladipo. Addition out to Green. Griffin kicks to Collins. The kick out to Oladipo. And the wide open shot from Green. Hits it from three-point range. Green's got his second basket of the night.
And Green's become a dependable three-point threat. If you don't get a hand in his face, he can certainly knock those down.
Just active defensively here, being extremely disruptive.
Like the aggressiveness and a great effort just to get a hand on it.
Irving dishes to Barnes. Oladipo against Irving. Lock at 6. And that one's good. Parker's got 5 points so far.
Well, that's a high percentage look for Jabari Parker.
Here's Griffin. And then Griffin with the dunk.
And already you're seeing great execution from both teams.
Now, lots of points early, and the game plans on both sides, at least offensively, working to perfection.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
And usually that mid-range jumper finds the bottom of the net. The defense has to be more aggressive moving forward.
Here's Irving. And Griffin sends it back. Jumps up.
And Griffin's such a special talent. He connects on those difficult finishes time and time again.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throw of the night here. Irving kicks to Parker. From outside the arc. That shot missing. Blake Griffin getting it done for Milwaukee. He put together quite a quarter. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. When you consider how the Bucks, well, what about moving without the ball? Who are some of the guys that, beyond just doing it, do it with great effectiveness?
First guy that comes to mind is J.J. Redick. Old school, in the vein of Reggie Miller, running off of multiple screens with those scattered short steps to get himself on balance, square himself up, and knock shots down. J.J. Redick, Ray Allen, Kyle Korver, great players who really, in a dying art of scoring off of the screen, have tremendous fundamentals.
Rip Hamilton, too, would always run around and take advantage of those screens, and I can see him running in my mind's eye right now.
Great call, Kevin. I often read the back of Rip Hamilton's jersey because I could not catch up with the guy.
Griffin is out there with Collins. There's Jeremy Lamb, and it's Green, and it's Oladipo in at the point. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Pistons passing it around. Anunoby. Offensive rebound. A shot missing. It's deflected. Smith with a wide open look. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Brent, some incredible players have put on the jersey for the Bucks in their storied history. You have a favorite Bucks player who you always appreciated watching?
Well, I'll name 3, Kevin. First, Jack Sikma. Second, Sidney Moncrief. And third, Terry Cummings. Those were some of the more incredible offensive teams during the 1980s that do not get enough credit.
Swap here for Milwaukee. Milwaukee leading by 6. Moutier with the ball. Screen by Sanders. Abrinas' shot is off. Pistons have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. They grabbed their own miss. And the pass to Collison. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Collison's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for Detroit. Now, Moutier. There's the pick. Here's Sanders. Pass to Abrinas. The 3. Hits it from three-point range. Abrinas has got the lead up to 6 now for the Bucks.
There's just no excuse to leave someone that wide open. Communication breakdown.
Here's Collison. It's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. Milwaukee on D. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Lure the screen. Smith for 3. Smith missing again. Bucks leading by 9. And J.R. Smith, one of the more unabashed cutters, Brent, in the NBA.
I always say this about J.R. Smith, Kevin. When in doubt, shoot. Stay in doubt all the time. And J.R. Smith has played his career in doubt.
And count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The Bucks shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Emmanuel Moutier spent a year in China prior to the NBA rather than playing in college. A lot of people respect what he did while he was over there. He said, being in a foreign country, everything is different. It made me mentally strong. Now in the NBA, he said, you've got to have confidence because every point guard in this league can play. You've got to keep that edge and be prepared at all times. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Mental fortitude is critical, especially when you're a young player in this league. Abrinas, the pass to Sanders. Back to Abrinas. Here's Moutier, and it's Abrinas in the corner. Moutier dishes to Sanders. Right wing, just 5 on the clock. Moutier, no good.
And that's just good offense. Surprised he blew that one, and the defense is too.
Smith, good, and the assist goes to Collison.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Precision pass from Moutier to get his teammate a good look there.
It's stolen by Moutier. Here's Oubre. But they recover it. And Sanders kicks to Oubre. Abrinas with the bucket.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Moutier brings the double team. Pistons passing it around. Oubre passes to Abrinas. Got it. Good job in the low post. And now it's an 11-point Bucks lead.
You know, he didn't score the ball much in the first quarter, but he has been really, really solid during the second quarter. I expect a big game from him now.
Here's Anunoby. Over Oubre. Anunoby, no good.
And when you look at what the Pistons have done, pretty clear this is a team
that has a vision of who they want to be. Strong defensively, really good at rebounding the basketball, and I think deliberate and patient on the offensive side of the floor.
And with the Pistons, this has been the identity the team has been aiming for under Stan Van Gundy. It's taken shape, but has yet, Greg, to produce big results.
I think it's because they've just always been one or two pieces short of making that next jump. I think the conference has gotten stronger, and while their best players are really good, I don't think they're quite at that elite level yet to allow this group to take that next step.
Irving against Oladipo. Parker dishes to Irving. Drops in the tray. Irving's got 5 points so far.
That's a pretty smooth release from Kyrie Irving, especially on the deep shot where he can be deadly.
And the basket is good. And the Bucks lead by 12.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Parker outside. From deep three-point range. And again, Kyrie Irving for three. Irving's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Pistons. Picked by Griffin. Passes it to Lamb. Latrey doesn't go for him. And so it's Milwaukee in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Baby girl, you give it.
The second half just about to get going here. Pistons trailed by 9. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And Detroit, looking at who they've got. They've got Harrison Barnes, Robin Lopez out there with Jabari Parker. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Crabbe in at the 2. From deep, Griffin's shot is off. And Greg, when Jabari Parker is healthy, he has shown that he can be a go-to scorer in this league.
Parker reminds me a bit of how Carmelo Anthony looked at the same age. His ability to just blow by defenders is going to always be something he can lean on. Just fantastic with how efficient he is at this age.
Griffin kicks to Lamb. Back to Griffin. Here's Collins. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Collins has got the first basket of the third quarter for Milwaukee. Irving passes to Barnes. Irving kicks to Parker. They set the pick. 6 to shoot. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Crabbe, good.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Oladipo with the ball. He's picked up by Irving. Picked by Griffin. And Parker with the block.
How about the reach from Parker? Extends his arms way up that time to get the block.
Here's Oladipo. And it's Oladipo again missing.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Pistons trailed by 8. Irving attacking. Barnes dishes to Irving. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. And Oladipo kicks to Griffin. Yes, that goes in. Griffin's got 15.
Yeah, he's a heady player. He knows how to get himself going and giving his team a real advantage right now on the offensive end.
Barnes outside. The Pistons working the ball around now. Irving against Oladipo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. Here's Crabbe, and it's blocked.
And the athleticism of Oladipo, woo, flying off the ground and throwing that one away. And when he's this close, he's got to make it. The defense was pretty good, but just shouldn't miss that.
And last season, injuries played a large part in what derailed the Bucks. Lost Middleton before the season started. Then, of course, Parker goes down. Brent, tough break for everyone.
Clearly no chance last year to get a glimpse of what this Milwaukee Buck team could be once they're full and once they're healthy. But they do have an opportunity. Guys stronger and more improved and maybe a little bit more hungry to feed off that kind of success. He can't make a thing out there right now, guys. If he keeps this up, don't be surprised if his team gives up this lead.
Irving passes to Parker. Irving sets a screen for Parker. Back to Irving. The 3. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got his 5th assist in this one. Lopez with the steal. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Irving can't hit.
His touch has just been a little bit absent this quarter. And he's missing a ton of shots.
And you don't see it quite as often anymore, but if you give Blake Griffin some space, Brent, and a path to the hoop, he'll put you on a poster and whatever other social media you've got. And I know you've got a lot.
Yeah, log in, Kevin, and you'll see some Blake Griffin highlight plays. And it does seem like he needs a little bit more room to get to that burst. But that's a guy who's a veteran. That's a guy who's understanding his game a little bit better and still finding ways to be effective.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Harry Sanders is checked in for Collins. Oubre comes in for Jeff Green.
Take a break.
Arenas is checked in for Jeremy Lamb. And it's Moutier in for Victor Oladipo. First one falls for. Well, we don't have a chalkboard here to draw it up, but if you could explain it, what's your favorite inbounds play when you really need a bucket?
All right, Kevin, so the guy goes to the right, he comes off the down pick, and then on the backside you run the hammer and you dribble to the right side, you throw along the baseline, but you're looking for the 4-man on the slip, and also the 5-man's popping back for the jump shot. Got it?
I got it. I like the run the hammer. Run the hammer. Moutier dishes to Griffin. And Sanders kicks to Moutier. Outside, Griffin. To the paint. Sanders. 5 on the clock. From 10 feet out. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. One of the most impressive things about Blake Griffin is great when he gets out and runs the open floor.
Yeah, not to mention his ability to run the break himself. A terrific ball handler, even under pressure, and one of the best passers at the 4 in the league, if not the best.
Back to Collison. There's a screen by Gortat. Smith for 3. The Pistons rebound.
And that's a good job of just getting after it on the backboard, gets them another possession, and allows them to run even more clock.
Outside Griffin. Dishes it to Sanders. In the corner, it's Oubre. Stolen by Lure. Now Detroit moving it up. Allison's got the ball. Again, the miss by Smith. Milwaukee has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Griffin's shot is off.
Like the tactics on defense there, refusing to give the shooter the easy layup at the rim.
For the lead. And Lure kicks to Smith. With 1 on the clock. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Bucks lead by 1. And we'll get going after this from the BMO Harris Bradley Center. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for... Milwaukee in the lead. We've got Sanders. Oubre out there with Griffin. Then there's Emmanuel Mudiay. And it's Abrinas in the shooting guard. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Here's Griffin. The basket good off the assist from Mudiay. 21 points for Blake Griffin.
Love the effort there from Blake Griffin, overpowering the defense and then muscling over them with ease.
Outside Collison. He dishes it to Gortat. Milwaukee with the rebound. Griffin's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Abrinas' shot is off.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yep, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
Here's Griffin. Over in the corner, Mudiay. Second chance shot. And Griffin with the layup. Griffin's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Lure with it, and Griffin picks him up defensively. Collison, the pass to Smith. Lure, the screen. A nice pick right there to get him right to the rack.
Well, you like it when J.R. Smith moves the ball. You know J.R. wants to shoot it. Nice pass there.
Outside for Griffin. Over Lure. Griffin's shot is off. Pistons trailed by 3. Here's Anunoby. And Griffin sends it back.
Great to see Griffin going hard on the defensive end. Rejections like that are crucial to his development.
Smith's shot is good.
Well, you can see and maybe feel right now him getting into the comfort zone out there after dropping the second 3 of the half.
Basket good. Griffin's got 12 points in just the second half. The Pistons have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. So it's Detroit now. Kicks to Lure. Now here's Collison. Defended by Mudiay. Here's Lure. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
This is a testament to this team's fortitude, never giving up. Folks, we've got a new ball game.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Oladipo. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And the Bucks lead by 1.
And that's where you like to see Oladipo operating right there around the rim.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Jeff Green picks one up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
First one falls for him. Milwaukee making a switch here. Griffin's checked in. And a switch here also for Detroit. Parker's checked in. Griffin with it. He's picked up by Parker. It's good.
Man, that's why they turned to Blake Griffin. Calm, cool, collected, and his team needed that one.
Griffin against Parker. Back to Irving. He feeds it to Crabb. 5 on the clock. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. A nice shot by Irving.
Kyrie coming alive. He does that at this stage of the game.
Powered down as the whistle blows. A three-point play chance. There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swinger.
Parker outside. Back to Irving. He kicks to Cramp. Griffin on the double team. On its way from Irving for two. And botches the dunk. Here's Oladipo. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Griffin's got 3 assists now in this one. Irving dishes to Cramp. Lopez sets a screen for Barnes. Feeds it to Irving. It's stolen by Oladipo. Parker with the steal. Got a piece of it. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oladipo.
Well, somehow they kept possession of the ball after that poor pass. They should be very thankful that wasn't a turnover.
Screen by Parker. Irving kicks to Lopez. Buries it from three-point range.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, and then the fear sets in that you're going to create driving lanes that could lead to easy buckets. This is not an easy fix.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a three-point game.
And you just have to understand that hours and hours of practice mean that clutch free throws become easy.
Lopez is screen on Collins. Crab the pass to Irving. Back to Crab. Nice ball movement by Detroit. 5 to shoot. Lopez. Right side, Irving. Barnes against Collins. Barnes kicks to Irving. Back to Barnes. Fires for 3. But they get it down. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. On offense here, the Bucks. And so they choose to intentionally foul. First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
2013 victory. Oladipo heard his name second in that draft. One of the best shooting guards in the league and getting better.
2-possession game now. I mean, those were really important foul shots.
And there's the feed to Cramp. Parker, right side. Shoots over Griffin. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, he plays with a bit of a sixth sense around the offensive glass. Perfect position for the easy tipping.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Victor Oladipo.
He's able to hit the second one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 4. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they draw up to get this quick shot.
They love to get it into the hands of their best scorer, but you also need a backup plan. Plan B has to be covered.
Oh, shocking there. That one's amazing.
Well, you play your heart out all night long, and then just 1 or 2 shots at the end decide the outcome.
That's the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 4-point ballgame.
So important to just stay poised, go through your routine. He did a good job there of just keeping his composure and putting those 2 away.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. They trailed by 4. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
It's going to be interesting to see what they draw up to get this quick shot.
They'd love to get it into the hands of their best scorer, but you also need a backup plan. Plan B has to be covered.
Eight seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's Crabbe with the three. Tries again. Smith offline.
But one advantage you have with Blake Griffin playing that spot on the floor is that he can defend well both inside the post and step out and do the same on the perimeter.
So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this one. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And that'll do it, folks.